Hello, everybody. So, this week, in my last video, I talked about how the Switch is highly successful. It's almost 4 years old, and I think it sold like 80 million units, and I honestly think it'll outsell the Wii at this point. And so, where was I going with this? One feature that I kind of, even though a lot of people have moved on from the Wii, I still have mine. I'll hook it up from time to time, but a feature that I kind of miss with the Wii was the Mii. Well, it's technically still around, but it's not used as much. Like, the main thing on the Wii was like how you made Mii's, and you could still make Mii's, but it was like, how can I put this? You make, like with the Switch, you make a Mii specifically for your profile, and then like you can make other ones, but they're kind of just like in this, almost looks like an old fighting game select screen, whereas on the Wii it was like this whole little thing, almost looked like a plaza with them all walking around and interacting with each other with the Mii's that you made or transferred or downloaded or whatever. I kind of miss that when you had all the Mii's around. Like, the only thing that you really use them now, that you use them for now is, well, Smash Brothers for like making Mii fighters. But I kind of miss when, because you can make like Mii's for Smash Brothers. That's what I pretty much use them for. But it would be kind of nice if you had like some other games or features to use them with on the Switch. So a couple of ideas that I have that I would like to see. Well, for one thing, because the Switch is part of the reason the Switch is so successful is because it's marketed toward everyone. There's really something for everybody on there. So I think they should make another Wii Sports title. Well, obviously they wouldn't call it Wii Sports, but this was like a pack-in game for the Wii, which you used your Mii's and you played bowling, boxing, tennis, baseball. And what was the other one? Oh, golf, of course. My favorites were, and of course, like I've mentioned in videos, I have to be kind of in the right mood to play motion control games, but still, this was a lot of fun. My favorites had to be the boxing, bowling, and baseball. I used to kick everyone's ass in bowling, but I think they should make another one of these. Like, obviously they'd have more games. Like, because there was the other one too. It was like Wii Sports Resort or something, which had like more games. So I think they should make another one. Nintendo's still chasing motion controls, even though a lot of people have moved on from them, but hey, whatever. And it would give, maybe you call it Switch Sports or Mii Sports or something. It would just give us something else to do with the Mii's other than using them for Smash Brothers or something. And although I'm not really a sports fan, sometimes they can be fun. And like I said, there's a lot of people love sports games, and it's a great thing with the Switch. There's something for everybody. Another thing is that this was a pack-in game for the Wii U, Nintendo Land. Now, this was a game most people, well, maybe not most, most is kind of a strong word, but a lot of people weren't crazy about this game. I thought it was pretty fun. Basically, what it was you go to like a theme park and you have all these like, how can I put this, like watered down mediocre versions of classic games like Mario and Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin, Metroid, Animal Crossing, F-Zero. I got a sneeze building up. It's so dusty in here. I keep saying I'm gonna dust and vacuum in here, and I damn procrastination. But anyway, so it's like that was what this was. You use your Mii's and you play like all these little like simple little like I said, like watered down type or mediocre versions of like other Metroid IPs, and it's actually a pretty fun game. Like, I thought it was kind of fun. It's not like a must-own title. It's not like spectacular or anything, but it was a lot of fun. And it's a good thing for like if you just like want some downtime with friends or something, play something like simple, like nothing too crazy or whatever. Hey, I think they should make another one of these. Maybe make it a little bit more detailed, like not as like. Because, this one was, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record, but this was kind of like a mediocre version of, the games. Another idea is, on the 3DS, there was a feature called, like, the Mii Street Plaza, which, long story short, it was, like, a bunch of little mini games that you would, like, if you had your 3DS like on you, and like I used to take it to me when I'd go to the store or something. You put it in the sleep mode, and then you just put it in your pocket, and then if you go cross past somebody who is doing the same, like they have the switch on them in sleep mode, it'll like tag each other, and then you will go to their Mii Street Plaza and vice versa. And it's a feature I kind of miss, to be honest with you. Because it was cool, because then you would use them for, like, you have all these, like, little mini games that you could download and stuff that, like, there was, like, it was one that was, like, an RPG, and then there was one that was, like, some kind of war, not like Warcraft or something, but, well, and there was, like, a space shooter type one. And I feel like, well, the reason I bring this up is, like, the RPG one, I feel like maybe they should do something like that. Like, maybe they could make, like, an RPG type game where you could take your Mii and then, like, kind of like how in Smash Brothers you have your Miis for the Mii fighters, and then you kind of do, like, a simple little customization type of thing. You know, maybe they could do something like that, like a Mii RPG game where you bring in your Miis and then you have like a simple little customization type of thing. Like, I'm going to make this person a mage, I'm going to make this person a swordsman or something. That would be kind of cool, I think. The next idea is something I've actually been replaying quite a bit recently is Xbox Live Arcade. It's like called like My Arcade or something. It was a feature on the 360. It was free to download, but then you bought like the other games and like accessories for like $1 each or something like that. It was, you have an arcade, and then you download all these, like I said, they were like $1 each. All these classic arcade games from Atari, Activision, Konami, maybe a couple of others, like, you know, classic 80s arcade games, and then you can buy like accessories and stuff too, and then you just like decorate the whole arcade and stuff, and you can go around and replay them and get like medals and stuff, and you'll see your friends from Xbox Live wander around in there. You know, I think it would be kind of cool to see something like that on the Switch, and then it could be maybe like the games that you have from, like, you know, Nintendo Switch Online, like the NES and SNES games, and if they ever add more, like N64 and Game Boy Advance, etc. You know, maybe you could use those games to like decorate your arcade or something. Yeah, maybe I'm just thinking out loud, but I think that would be kind of a cool idea, and I'm sure people would buy that. Even if you had to re-buy these games again, you know, I'm sure people would do it. Hell, I've done it myself. I own, like, I think, like, 5 or 6 versions of the first Mega Man X game, you know, via collections and stuff like that. The last thing I want to mention is not really a game, but more of a feature, is Miiverse. Some people liked it, some people hated it, but it was almost like a cross between Twitter and PictoChat. And, you know, there are people who kind of miss it. You know, it was a nice little thing just to, like, kind of, you know, I mean, there was some great artists on there. It was just, like, you know, you had, like, communities for each of the games and stuff. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a neat little feature, you know. It's, hell, if they bring back Miiverse or something like it, it would give Nintendo Switch Online a little bit more incentive. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for or not, but it will give you something else that, you know, so, because the problem people have with Nintendo Switch Online, I've talked about this in videos before, and plenty of other content creators are talking about it, it's not the price, it's the lack of what they're offering. You know, it's like the old saying goes, you know, you get what you pay for, and that's why it's so cheap, because they're not really offering much. But hey, if they brought back Miiverse, it's better than nothing, or something like it, you know. Of course, they'd have to improve it a bit. Like, you know, there's, you know, Miiverse, I think the biggest flaw with that was you couldn't advertise on there. Like, and there was literally a community for YouTube. Like, there was a thing where you could talk about YouTube and stuff, but then it's like you couldn't say, like, oh, hey, come check out my channel. I talk about video games, or I'm going to be streaming this game or something if you want to watch. Or, you know, it's like, you know, Miiverse like, nope, can't do that. You know, it's like, I mean, I can understand because obviously there's kids on there, and you wouldn't want to, you know, if somebody put, like, a link to a porn site or something, that I kind of understand, but just advertising your channel or something like that, because that's what a lot of people use social media for, is advertising. But it's like, you advertise your channel on there, they act like you're giving out your street address, which you'd have to be pretty stupid to do that anyway, but whatever. Those are just some ideas for, like, if they make more games or features that feature Mii's. Do you guys agree with my ideas, or do you have any other suggestions? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a nice day.